For the last 8 years, Attorney General Hector Balderas has served in New Mexico, but his days in office are coming to an end. Action 7 News reporter John Cardinale sat down with him today to talk about what comes next after he leaves office.
Balderas says he's honored to have served the people in the state he grew up in and wants to share a message to those growing up in small communities in New Mexico. Attorney General Hector Balderas never thought he would serve New Mexicans the way he has the past 8 years.
People from Wagon Mound aren't wealthy, we aren't political, and so not only was I the first attorney in my community, but to go from the first attorney to attorney general really tells you kind of what a long shot I was.
When he arrived in office back in 2015, he had a goal to fight for New Mexicans.
I'm the most proud of some of those street fights in those courtrooms because citizens had already given up on the fact that somebody would hold corrupt officials accountable.
During his time as New Mexico's Attorney General, Balderas went after former Secretary of State Diana Duran for misusing campaign funds, recovered $500 million for consumers from corporate abuse, and went after Big Pharma to combat the opioid crisis. But it was the fighting for everyday New Mexicans he will remember the most.
There was a young lady who was unfortunately raped, and the justice system didn't take care of her case. Her father somehow found me because I used to wash cars as a lot boy. And that relationship years later allowed us to really build a team and seek justice for that young lady.
Balderas admits there were challenges, mostly stemming from a lack of funding from the state legislature. He hopes more funding will come to the next Attorney General, as Balderas will now serve as the new president of Northern New Mexico College.
I'm going to go now fight for students and faculty at a great college in northern New Mexico.
Balderas says he is grateful for the opportunity he was given and hopes his journey inspires young people from rural communities.
I really did start my political career with just 200 voters in Wagon Mound, and to go from that all the way to Attorney General and becoming a university president really is a story about that all small communities in New Mexico can really send their best and brightest to public service.
Balderas says when it comes to his future in politics, he isn't sure what's in store for him, but he'll do the job voters need him to do. I'm John Cardinale reporting, KOAT Action 7 News.
Balderas also says he still plans to practice law once he leaves office January 1st.